Hello everybody, it's CJMK here, and welcome to another episode of Jotun Valhalla Edition. Thank you so much for being so patient for the past week, especially with not being consistent when it comes to streaming. But a schedule is being developed for future streaming times, so rest assured I am going to plan on continuing this. I just have a couple of classes I'm taking in the fall, and then after that I'm pretty much fancy free for the most part. It's mostly going to hit during the weekends, like Saturdays and Sundays, around this time period, maybe a little later. So for those in the European territories, you might have a little bit of a hard time catching it live, but I always archive it right away on YouTube in case it does happen to get into the late hours. So, yeah, I think it's pretty much going to be, for the most part, very much the same. I mean, I'll try as much as I can to do it during the week, but expect that it might be pretty tricky to do at that point because I am going to be busy with stuff. But anyway, in the last episode, we finally overcame the fiery boss that is Kroik. And this time, we are basically fighting the daddy of all Norse gods, and that is Odin. Ironically enough, I pretty much saw this coming. We were basically fighting the father of all gods, and now he is basically our final opponent. So without further ado, let us continue on with our adventure and see if we can fight against our dad. Well, our divine dad. Hey Clerkin, how you doing today? But yeah, enjoy this piece now, because in a moment this is going to be all beyond. So, obviously I didn't collect everything. I think I missed a statue. Yeah, I missed a statue over here. And I've missed a bonus, life stretch. And then I've also missed... I think I missed one level up item in this world here. Yeah, this one here. I missed one level up. But I think I should be okay for the most part. So I'm not worried too much. I mean, I managed to fight. I mean, I even couldn't get this one because I needed all the level runes and stuff. Pizza, beer, and land, so... yeah, I mean, that's all we need in life after all, right? I mean, but yeah, I managed to fight this guy without having any of those extensions, so I think I should be okay. Fingers crossed. So... yeah, my Wi-Fi all of a sudden went off this morning, so that's why I missed Zach's stream, so huge apologies for not being there for that. So I had to fix it up this morning, and now it's all functioning so I can do the streams. I got worried for a little bit, so I'm glad that it was just simply restarting the power, and then that's how I got to work. Yeah, I have so many games that I seriously need to try out, especially for these streams. Thunderlotus just released their latest game, Sundered, and I think it's supposed to cover a different mythology. I forget what. That or their own self-created one. But it's very much a similar style to Jotun, with everything being hand-drawn. But there's a bit more 3D rendering with that game. So, and it's very much focused on the platforming. So I hope I get to try that out at some point. I also have a demo of this game called The Magic Circle, which is a game where you're essentially a player who was in an unfinished game, and you're basically the player is also kind of playing as an editor who is doing entire rewrites of the game in real time using code, which is kind of cool. And then I also have another visual novel called Narcissu, which has 2 of them. Narcissu first, Narcissu second.
Þóra, dauði þinn var smánarlegur. En hugrekki þitt og þrautseigla hafa leitt þig langan veg.
It doesn't look like a scarecrow.
Í þessu gapandi tómi hefur þú ferðast öll ríkin. Fundið rúnirnar, sigurað jötnana. Það var ég, Óðinn, sem gaf þér annað tækifæri þar blóð Þórs flæðir æðar þínar.
Really?
Láttu þessa miklu gjöf aðstoða þig í loka bardaga þínum, þar sem ég, alfaðirinn, mun vera loka óvinur þinn.
Now you see why I named the episode the way I
Búðu
did.
þig undir bardaga, Þóra. Ekki mistakast að ávinna þér hilli goðana.
As I've done hundreds of times. Yeah, we're fighting Odin. And I realized in the last episode that you can actually strike his spears if you know the timing correctly, like so. Though, yeah, when he's fast like that, it's kind of hard to do. Yeah, at some point he splits his spear into 3. I don't know when he does that though. But those spears are homing, so no matter where you move, you're gonna get hit by them. Ah, couldn't hit it properly. It's okay. That was weird. Oh, couldn't get the second one. That's okay. Yeah, so really, yeah, I bet this is gonna take about an hour and a half. To at least get the basic gist of how this works. Yeah, let's put Loki here, so at least it has a place for the spear to go towards. Okay, that's 3 of them. Ah, missed it. Ah.
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðana.
Yeah, I mean, that's been like the average of all my live streams that I have so far, is they for the most part been an hour and a half. There have been a few exceptions where I did cross the 2-hour mark, but that seems to be the average. Like especially if once I master how a boss battle works, it can get done within 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm maybe slightly optimistic considering that I've only fought him twice. So far. So, but, I mean, the basic rhythm of it, I'm getting it. It's just... Can I skip this speech? I wonder. Oh, yes. Well, at least it was kind enough to skip the repetition of speech. Ah, didn't get that one. Is he his own spears, I wonder? Let's see. Yes, he is.
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
I'm not sure. That's what I tried last time. It didn't seem to do anything, but now I'm thinking maybe they do. Like, I wonder if they do take damage from his own spears, because when I shoot the spears that, ironically, Odin himself granted to me, it does pretty good damage to him. And I think I did kind of see in the health bar that, I mean, you may want to clip this or something if we're not sure exactly, but I feel like he does take damage from his own spears, from what it looked like, if I stand in the correct position. But it's kind of hard to do, because considering the rate that they go. So we'll see if, like, as I make progress in this, we'll see if this makes a difference. But yeah, those spears are homing, so I kind of wonder if they'll make a difference. Again, his spears are kind of unpredictable as to how they're gonna treat me, so. Yeah, like, see, like, sometimes it goes straight for me, and then other times it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, like, see, like, that one went straight for me that time. But yeah, let's see if they do make a difference. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. I was just behind him that time. But I guess it really depends on how they hit. Oh my gosh, it's that timing.
mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't take any damage from them, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, he didn't take any damage. It's kind of funny. Alright. Some water. Ah, that's good. All right. Ah, it's the timing. Ah, this axe is an unwieldy weapon.
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
Okay, I think I'm gonna check out Jotun's Tumblr, see if there's any clues. Don't be alarmed. I'm jumping back on Twitch in a little bit. I'm just looking up something. Let's see. I knew it! I knew it! That's why the spaces are there in the middle of the field. He's eventually going to summon back all the Jotuns we've battled in the past. And it's on the Xbox One, the PS4, actually, Jotun, I mean, so... Okay, let's see. Wait, this guy managed to beat him in 2 minutes. What? I don't know if it's fast-forwarded footage or what, but this guy apparently managed to beat him in 2 minutes. I had a feeling. Okay, so he started off with, whatchamacallit? Oh, that's smart. Okay. So he started off with, whatchamacallit? Freya, then he goes to Thor, and then he uses Odin spears at himself. That's all within the first minute. He did this in 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. Ah, this timing here. Oh, this guy. Oh, this dude. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I get what I'm supposed to do now. So, that makes a lot more sense the way this guy I came across on the, on play... I think it's player.1? Let's see. Yeah, player.1. This guy on player.1 did a really, really fast playthrough. But then again, it's probably because he's probably playing the Xbox One or the PS4 version, so of course he's going to be able to go a lot faster, whereas I'm playing entirely on keyboard, so I'm not going to be able to do as many fast maneuvers as he can. But what I did see is that he started off with Freya, sped around the map, then he went with Thor to get as much damage as possible within the first few levels. So, basically, the moment he gives I... then I should already be starting to charge this.
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
I get what I'm supposed to do from that video. It makes a lot more sense. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to throw Odin's spears at the same time. That would have compounded the damage significantly. Wow. Okay. So I think especially when it comes to those big guys, like, the guy starts with an H, the lightning guy, and Kron, that's where I actually need to use Loki here. So
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
Okay, you know what? I think I'm better off not trying any speedrunning tactics here. Yeah. What? It's only been 28 minutes. 28 minutes. But yeah, I think it's been my problem lately is that I keep on forgetting that there's other powers that can utilize at the same time, so I kind of like been when it comes to using it. So, but you know, kind of like Zack and the Caesar 3 series, I might actually redo Jotun, but try to utilize all of them in the proper format, and then do another playthrough where I use none of them whatsoever. Ah, my shield are still up.
goðanna.
Ah. Oh my god. Yeah, this one you have to be really smart as to what you use. So I'm gonna start with Freya and Thor. Freya and Thor, then use at least one of Odin's spears, and then I used Odin's spears again at the finale. So I'm gonna use Freya and Thor in the beginning at least 2 times. At least 2 times I gotta use Thor. Then later on I'll use Odin's spears, Loki's distraction, and obviously Heimdall and Frigg. So yeah, but I gotta start with Freya. Hands down, I gotta start with Freya. I think this is where a lot of times, like the times where I kind of got lazy with the god statues, is starting to bite me a little bit, because I bet I would have had more to fight with. Oh yeah, I forgot his other spear. I had it. I could have chipped it a bit more. Alright. And because he's the daddy of all the gods, he doesn't. There's none of those moments where he goes weak. Unlike the Jotuns, which are elemental warriors, which they have some weaknesses. Odin is a full-fledged god, and plus he's the daddy of all gods, which he just cannot get weak no matter what things you throw at him. It's kind of frustrating. So of course he wouldn't take any damage from his own spears unless I was the one who threw him. couldn't fight that. The moment that music changed, I knew I was close to the end, and I was like, oh. Okay, what did I do differently? I think it's because I moved around. I didn't stop doing damage to him, especially when he did those pauses in between with the runes. I actually remembered the spears this time. What else did I do? I think it's also because I focused on just chipping damage first, and then I did the powers. But yeah, like, you see how even though I'm pressing to the left, like, regularly, it already put me on to Freya. Which means that was the thing that we're going to suggest first that I do. Was that a glitch? I think that was a glitch, because there was no way I was near that. Like, that made no sense. I wasn't near any of the lightning. I wasn't near any of the spores. So how did I die there? That makes no sense. again, not this again. No, 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 no. Yeah, I knew it.
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
Okay, I feel like maybe like the third or fourth time was really good because I got to really, really slim. Like, got to him to like a really low degree. For this one, speed is the key of the game. You know, I'm kind of tempted to go back to Gnunagap and try and see if I can get those other missing things that might help a little bit. But, let's see. Like, this guy beat him, like, this guy from player.1 beat him in, like, 2 minutes. I don't know how he did it, though. Exactly, like, the opening makes sense. It's the end that's where it gets really messy. Because, like, trying to dodge all those spears... He had an extra one of Freya, that's why. Okay. He had an extra Freya power. And then, yeah, he mainly dodge rolled. Like, he just dodge rolled through those spears. But then again, I don't know if it's because of the version of the game that he has or what. Because this looks like a relatively smooth running game. And at least the spears, they kind of gave him a chance to fight back. Whereas most of this has it so far, so... Oh, that again, it could be just me, and I just haven't used my skills properly, so... I'm not sure. Are you kidding me?
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
Why is it that when I failed to impress the gods, it's like this big thing? You have failed to impress the gods. But then when it comes to impressing them, it's just a subtitle. You have impressed the gods. Congratulations. I didn't want you to make it through, but okay. You've impressed me. Go on now. Go on, my little daughter. But... Why do they make such a big deal when you don't impress them? It's like, you have not impressed the gods.
mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
I mean, I don't know. Should I go back and get those missing items? Would it make a difference? This is bad. Can I do it? Oh my god! If I healed, I would have had it. Oh, oh my god! What? What did I do differently? I know I hit the spears at the right point, but what else did I do? What? Oh my gosh. I kept moving, I hit the spears, what else did I do? I think I'm just also just tired. I just want to do something else? I don't know. am I missing so much? Oh my gosh. I'm pressing my keys! Ah!
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
Okay, you know what? I gotta calm down for a little bit, because I know like research actually has shown that if you get more upset, you get more taken into the frustration of not succeeding rather than using all your mental resources to use techniques to succeed. And it's pretty reflected. Like if you watch a lot of tournaments where you see a lot of gamers who are frustrated, you see they play worse because they're not calm enough to see where their pitfalls are. So, ladies and gents, and all the peeps who are watching, if you want to do better at a tournament, the key is to at least have a breathing room for a minute before you continue on. Otherwise, you will do 10 times worse. So, a little bit of advice. Give us the water can help. I know it is getting warm in here. It is not because of that guy had to fight the last episode, so... Alright. Alright, here we go.
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
What did I do right around that 5th time? And we've got 28 minutes. Okay, let's see. I did say an hour and a half. Let's see if I can do it. I've gotten close. I was close before. Let's see if I can do it. Dang it, Odin.
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
Oh man, I don't know why I'm laughing exactly. I'm just oh man. So much.
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hylli goðanna.
I can do this. I can do this. I have 22 minutes. I can do this. Oh my gosh. I can do this. I can do this. Ha ha ha. Ah.
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
Oh my goodness. If anybody asks me I think you mentioned Cooker, I think it's Icelandic you said? If anybody asks me what I know in the language, the very first thing I would say is, you've disappointed the gods. Because... Because this seems to be the one thing I hear all the time. Hey Grim, how are you? We are on the final boss. Ah, this thing. I'm so close. Oh my gosh. Ah! those spears! Yeah. Gods are apparently super hard to impress. Yep. Grimstone says, "This is what I do when the fly bugs me. I do nothing, and if it continues to throw the moon on." Oh, seriously, I wish I could throw the moon on Odin, but oh man, I've gotten so close, and yet.
Mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
Oh my gosh. And it was one point where I was super close to beating him. It was just I think maybe about maybe 5 pixels worth of health. Now I know what my character is. Now I don't. Yep. That's the problem with this level, is that you think you know where it is, and then you don't. Especially when it comes to these spears that Odin's been throwing at me. Oh my gosh. Ah!
goðanna.
Yeah, there's so many people like messaging me. I need to answer these really quick. But on the other hand, though, this will give me a little bit of a break. Okay. Alright, got a little bit of a break. Alright. Hydration, hydration, hydration. Okay. I've got 9 minutes. Can I do it? Probably not at this rate, but we'll see. You move too fast!
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
And in case you're wondering, yeah, those are all the Jotun I fought before this level. So it's one of those boss battles. Oh man. I want this done so that I could try some other stuff. I want to get to Sundered, which is another one of Thunder Lotus's games. They're the same guys who did this game. Sundered recently came out, and it looks like a beautiful game, and it focuses more on platforming, which is a bit more up my alley. Yeah, it's just been... Alright.
Þér hefur mistekist að ávinna þér hilli goðanna.
Yeah, the thing that's getting me is the spears. Because the spears, like, if it were not for the spears, I wouldn't mind so much. I think the big problem is that I underestimate the timing of them. Because you can hit them. I have done that multiple times. You can hit them. But the timing is really hard to get down compared to rolling out of the way. And even that sometimes can get wonky. So, yeah. That's the tricky part about this level. Okay, 4 minutes. Yeah, I think it's obvious I'm not going to be able to do it. So I may stretch to the 2 hours like I expect. Kind of, back of my head I was kind of estimating. But it would have been awesome if I were able to do an hour and a half. Like, there's one guy from Player.1 that managed to beat this in 2 minutes. Then again, he may have the console version of this game, so that might be why. That might be how he was able to beat it so easily. Woo! Yes! I made it!
Kom þú, víkingur, og sæktu verðlaunin.
Sem ferðaðist ginnungagap og naut blessunar goðanna. Það var ég sem sigraði jötnana í stórfenglegum bardögum og sannaði mig fyrir óðunni.
And I had, 1 minute left. 1 minute left. I managed it. I am Thora, Conqueror of Jotun, and I'm also DJMK, Conqueror of Jotun Valhalla Edition. Yeah, I had 30 seconds left. I was that close. But yeah, I did it. Oh my gosh. I knew it was gonna be today, and I did it. I did it. Ah! But yeah, what an end, everybody. Woo! But yeah, with 30 seconds remaining in terms of my battle time, I did it. So I was right. My prediction was right. I did it in 30 minutes, 1 hour 30, like I said I would. My DJ name? Yes, I actually do. I actually used to do a lot of broadcasting on my college radio station, and then now I do internet live streaming, so that's why I have the name. So, the NK stands for maximum chord, so that's why it's called that. And then the show that I actually called was called Maho Kunoichi. So, phew. But yeah, that's what I do in my spare time whenever I'm not gaming. If I'm not gaming publicly, I game in private. If I'm not gaming in private, I'm broadcasting something. If I'm not broadcasting something, I'm writing. I'm always doing something. So, and then, if I'm not doing any of those things, I'm probably at school. So, yeah, it is Icelandic, because the recording was in Reykjavik, so Corbin, you actually were correct. But yeah, the other reason why it's kind of in a weird frame rate is because I've been, yeah, it's also because I've been, broadcasting via my super old computer. It's getting up to 10 years. It's a 10-year-old computer. So, yeah, it's getting up there in age. But I do have a new computer. It's just to really, to upgrade my, it's just to upgrade my computer, really. So, that's the reason why the frame rate would be varying. It's also because if I put OBS or any other app on at the same time while I'm broadcasting, it slows down the frame rate of the game itself. So that's why I have, things like Twitch and YouTube on my mobile devices instead, so that way my computer can focus solely on just running the game and making sure OBS is running smoothly. So, yeah, oh my gosh. I was set to complete it today, and I did it. 10 episodes of Jotun, Valhalla Edition. I'm tempted to do like Zach, maybe a replay of this, but this time I make sure I get every single item. And do kind of like a speedrunner's way through all the levels. And I'm also thinking for an additional challenge, there is a trophy in Steam where you complete this game without using any of the god powers, which is obviously going to take a lot longer, but it can be done. Like, especially with the last level, it looks really hard, almost impossible to do it, but it can be done. So I feel like trying it out at least once. So that's what I'm thinking for future playthroughs of Jotun. I play that. So I've pretty much gotten every single. I've gotten 7 of the 36 runes that I've gotten. You can get in this game. The rest of them is basically try to beat the game without using any god powers, which is like 5 of the runes. Then another one is impress the gods, just finding all the god shrines. I missed a couple. Defeat Jera, that's killing a single vine. That's a hard one. Ithun's Chosen, which is finding all the Ithun's apples. I missed one of them. Risky Business, defeat Kaun while less than 10% health, and completion just beat the game 100%. And Perfect Jera, defeat Jera without taking any damage, which is very hard to do, especially if you see that battle. As far as I know, upgrading the PC is currently a bad idea due to a pricing issue with graphic cards that's caused by the cryptocurrency gold rush. Okay, this is the first time I actually heard of the cryptocurrency gold rush, but I do agree that, like, upgrading the graphics card is very expensive. What I mean is, I already have a new computer. It's a late 2016 model of Mac. That's what I've already got. Problem is, the hard drive in there, the solid state drive, it's a lot smaller than what I currently have. It's only 450 gigs, and what I have on my current computer is a terabyte. So what I need is to upgrade the solid state drive to at least a terabyte or more before I switch it over. So that's why I kind of have to wait a little bit. So until then, I'll have to go for basic stuff. But yeah, that's Jotun Valhalla edition, and because I beat the game, Valhalla mode is now open, and I believe it's I think it's either beating all of the enemies back to back, or something, or some sort of rush mode. Kind of like Overwatch's rush mode back in spring. Kind of similar to that. So the other games that I have currently in my collection, there's this really pretty artistic game called Beyond Perception, which I might demonstrate. I think I might do another video of mastering a new arena with Vainglory, because there have been a number of tips that I've learned since my last video covering Vainglory. And in terms of visual novels, probably not going to live stream it, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to think about it a little bit. But I also have a pair of visual novels that I got for free, Narcissu First and Second, which I'll cover later on. And then I'm still trying to figure out how to broadcast Stronghold HD. I think I'm going to do a little bit of an unusual broadcast. I'm going to focus on missions 15, 18, and 22. And then, or is it 21? It's 21. I almost forgot. 15, 18, and 21, as well as some of the economic missions, as soon as I figure out how to broadcast those. And, of course, I want to cover Sundered. Sundered, hands down, is what I want to play next. By the same company who did Jotun. That's my next goal. But yeah, I finally did it. I finally finished Jotun. And here is Valhalla mode right here. Looks like it's one of those scoring things. But yeah, looks like I'll probably do a bonus video to cover Valhalla mode and specialty, but for the most part, story-wise, I am done. So that's going to be pretty much it for today's episode. Thank you so much for sticking by me this entire time. It feels really awesome that I finally was able to finish yet another game. It's 2 for 2 so far. First it was a visual novel, now it's more action-packed game. So, like I said earlier, I also got PlayStation, Steam, and Discord under the name Tondersia, or Tondersaya, however you want to pronounce it. You can just call me Tonders. That's a little easier. I'll post a link to my Discord in the chat for Twitch. It's already in the description on YouTube in case you want to check it out. I also have a Twitter and Spotify account at DJMK4Life, though for Spotify, the 4 is spelled out as FOR, and I have a blog, mahokunoichi.blogspot.com. And the reason why I got the DJMK part in my name is because I do live streams. One's on Fridays and one's on Saturdays. The Fridays, I am determining that that's going to be on hiatus as well until I get some revenue in, and then I can renew my Mixler membership. But Saturdays, I can do like the more basic stuff, which is more discussion-based. And that happens at 6 p.m., which is 1800 Eastern Daylight Time. And that is... I am tempted to say 2100 GMT. But yeah, if you have any requests in terms of topics you want me to cover, or things you want me to talk about, or songs you want me to play eventually when I get to the Friday broadcasts again, feel free to tweet me with the hashtag MaximumChord, or go under the hashtag MaximumChord on my Discord feed. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We have finally completed Jotun. Next time I'm going to be on here, I will cover the Valhalla mode of the game, and this is pretty exciting to show you. So, Again, thank you so much for everybody who has stood by me with every single episode. This is DJ MK signing off of this broadcast, and I will see you tomorrow, right here on Twitch and YouTube. If it's morning where you are, have a wonderful day. If it's evening where you are, see you, Space Cowboys.